Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It snowed here last night. Got to spend a lot of time shoveling today. But that's okay, because also got to listen to some good music, which we're going to talk about today. Right here, right now. So, biggest order of business is a Mr. Jack White. Now, if you don't know who Jack White is, if you search up Seven Nation Army, you'll probably recognize that song. He was one of the two members of the group The White Stripes. He's also got his own solo career, which is what I'm going to talk about today, but he's also been a part of a few bands, most notably for me, the Raconteurs. On January 10th, Jack White announced that he is going to be releasing a new album this year. No release date yet, but he released his, two singles, one of which is Connected by Love, and the other one is called Respect Commander. Both songs vary in their sound, which is just kind of typical Jack White. He's still got, of course, that like funk pop, not funk pop, funk rock, I guess. Funk rock, kind of folk rock, maybe grunge type sound to it. Screeching over distorted guitars, banging drums, heavy banging drums, some great bass lines in the back. That's just kind of all stereotypical Jack White, at least for most of the things that I've heard. Now, with his solo career, the last album that he released was Lazaretto, and that was 2014, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that album so much that I got it on vinyl. It's great. It's pretty good. I'll put a picture here, ish. Maybe? I don't know. So, this is a new announcement for his solo career. The album is going to be called Boarding House Reach. And actually, last year he released on YouTube and on Spotify and some other places a song called Servings and Portions from My Boarding House Reach. And it was just kind of a mess of songs, just a garbled mess of little clips of songs, and nobody really knew, I guess, what it was. Now, connected the dots, I guess, with the announce of the album Boarding House Reach. So basically, that song, if you want to call it that, the Servings and Portions, was kind of, I guess you could say, like an overture, because it just included little clips over a total of, I think 4 minutes of his upcoming album, Boarding House Reach. So, based on that, all the sounds and stuff that we've heard from that, and then now with the two singles that he put out, I am very excited to hear the entire album, and I'm excited for when it finally gets released, whenever that is. I would assume probably sometime in the summer, but it could be spring, it could be winter, it could be, anytime. The first single that is released is called Connected by Love, and it's got that kind of stereotypical grunge punk kind of Jack White sound. It's kind of an interesting take on, I guess, a new era of Jack White. It starts off with this really interesting synth saw wave bass that's just kind of pulsing, and then it goes into him singing with some drums and other instrumentation. The thing that strikes me about this song, Connected by Love, the most is that it just makes me realize how much Jack White has this ability to make kind of like romantic love songs, essentially, seem really sad or like angry, like it's, I don't know, upset, like it's a terrible thing, because the lyrics all talk about take away my, ease my pain, make it wash on with the rain. I know we're connected by love. I want to be directed by your love. Chose me out of all the rest. Take me home with you. Help me forget. Let's take the worst and somehow turn it into the best. We're connected by love. But it's got kind of a minor undertone sound to the song. It sounds pretty major and happy and whatnot, but it's just in that sort of long, slow, kind of drawn out, laid back kind of beat that we don't always see from Jack, but it definitely is just an interesting spin on what one may call a quote-unquote traditional love song. Now, I wouldn't say that that's a traditional love song necessarily, but it's got the idea behind it that is more like a love song. It's just a little interesting to see, or hear, I suppose, that it doesn't sound too much like a love song. The music is kind of sad, but the lyrics are happy, in a way. They're wanting, I guess. The lyrics are wanting for better, wanting for the love. They want to be connected. You want to be connected by love, and I think that's an interesting message for Jack to take on. Now, the second song, "Respect Commander," is a little bit of a different song than "Connected by Love." It reminds me, and it starts off with an instrumental, and it reminds me a little bit of "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin, because it's got that kind of kind of thing to it. And then when the guitar comes in, to me, then it sounds like "Barracuda" by Heart. It's got that really driving overtone, screeching, sliding down the neck of the guitar, just. And was that a good impression? That's not okay. That's not a good impression. It sounds just to me just like the guitar from the song "Barracuda" by Heart, and that's also really interesting. I don't know if I'm sure maybe that had a little bit to do with an influence in the song. One of the things that I really like about the second song, "Respect Commander," is that it's kind of like an electronic punk rock type song. It's got that sort of electronic, almost like techno, chiptune type backbeat and backing instrumentals, along with the traditional drums and guitar and bass and that sort of thing. I think that's a really interesting combination that definitely in this day and age isn't seen all that much, especially in like rock and that sort of thing, where Jack really has his origins in more, the folky kind of Motown rock style blues type genre. All in all, if this new album sounds anything like Lazaretto, I know I'm definitely going to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I like every single song on that album in one way or another. I do enjoy "Respect Commander" musically, sonically, more than "Connected by Love." But together, I would say a good 8 out of 10 for a singles release. Very excited to hear what he has coming this year. Very excited to hear what he has coming this year. And that's all that we have for today. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button to be notified of future videos. Smash that like button. Don't do that. Leave a comment below for comments. Leave a comment below for feedback, future recommendations for albums or artists or songs to review. And I will catch you guys next time.